Okay. Denzel, say something.
Something.
Everything in that forehead. That's the first thing you came up with.
You just said say something. Say something.
To get to the topic of the podcast is just basically your thoughts and your feelings of the LGBT community. The community does not bother me per se, like as in it being there. I have no problem if you are a part of that community. I have no problem if you support that community. I'm not saying I do not support the community, but I do not support the bullshit that people be trying to push that are from that community sometimes. Like, I agree that the message should be put out there that fucking equality should be amongst the races and the genders and all that. But to those that try to constantly push that shit in your face, like, oh, I'm not her, I'm they, I'm them, I'm a fucking tree. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. Sorry. That one. Like, that's what bothers me. Like, dog, I get it. You are you. Do not tell me I like to fuck penguins every so often. Do not Sonic Fox me. I'm good. I didn't need to know that shit about Sonic Fox.
Sonic Fox like
I have no problem. You good over there, Ghost?
I'm laughing because I went on Twitter like 2 days ago and literally made a post like I'm a gay dude.
Like, that's nice for you, but I don't need to know that you out here looking at my dog like that's a nice piece of ass. Like, no. No. We don't do that around here, dog.
Oh, cancel something.
Dog, if anybody that has a bestiality fetish tries to cancel me, get the fuck out of here, dog. That shit is illegal for a reason. You can't be out here. Ooh, you can't be out here fucking poodles. Like, no. You can't be out here like, oh, I'm enjoying the farm.
Alenity does.
Look, Alenity needs to be canceled for saying nigga and throwing cats and dogs while letting her cat and dog eat her out. Yeah.
And she also fed the cat vodka.
She fed the cat vodka. She Big Mama house the goddamn cat. Like when they fucking got the dog drunk. Don't ask why that was my reference. I just like that movie.
That's a whole different discussion because you got fucking Twitch moderators from all the way across. So that's almost like a discussion.
Yeah, she can be a whole nother discussion, but at the same time, she's not worth the goddamn energy. That person is not even a thing. That person is a heartless. They're not people.
Look, that was
Yep. Yeah.
Even heartless have standards. They only attack people with hearts.
Well, she has no standards. If it walks on legs, if it crawls, she probably can fuck it. But I don't know what the fuck community.
You forgot something, Joe. Walks on legs if it crawls and if it has claws.
So I'm gonna move. I'm just gonna go ahead and start listing off the topics. So we're gonna just narrow it down to 4 since y'all said 4 and 5 can be combined into one. The first topic that I have written down is, how do you feel about people who push their views on others by force? Like people who are like, okay, I'm not comfortable knowing that you fuck penguins for a living. I'm using penguins because I don't want anyone who I just don't want to deal with anyone who's like, oh yeah, no, you were just doing this to us guys or girls. Nope, we're just gonna use animals at this point. Penguins are the fucking apparently ones getting sexually abused right now. So this is where we're rolling. Like, how do you feel about people who just force their viewpoints on others? Like, yeah, I like to do this. Accept me now, and if you don't, then you're ignorant somehow.
Yeah, I have an issue with that. especially when, like, with religion specifically, everybody hates it when somebody tries to push that onto others, but then they turn around and push their sexuality onto others. And I don't mind I don't care what people do, but I would prefer not to be strong on.
Yeah. And to like force, like you kind of just force me, like accept me now, not like try to get to know this person, or like no, just accept everything about me and everything I do, which is nothing about that. But some people just are not comfortable about like with knowing so much information about one person. I understand if you are bisexual or homosexual or transsexual. Do you? You are living your fucking life. If that's what you want to fucking be, do it. But forcing other people to accept you, like, I get it. It's something that everyone wants. But you can't force your views. Like, oh, I believe that this should be happening because I've gone through the change and all that. Like, no, you may have gone through the change, but you're still the same one person. Like, you don't, like, I don't see why you get upset when people be like, who the hell is they? Like, dog, you're still the one person. You are the one human being. I'm going to refer to you as he and or she. I'm not going to, like, insult you by saying, like, say a fucking, like, say you went from being a male to a female. I'm not going to insult you by saying, okay, yeah, you're still the gender you were born with. You're obviously not comfortable with that. But there are people who are, like, as like-minded or open-minded about the situation who just, like, you were born as a, like, male, and that's just how I see you. It's nothing, like, to disrespect what you are trying to say, but it's just, that's just how I personally see you. Not as in, you are that, and that's forever. No, that's just how that person sees you. So that's just me, like, in this current situation.
So, the issue I have with the whole representation being forced, basically just piggybacking off what dude said already, it seems like a lot of people who do that, they always have an issue with like pushing their narrative on other people when it's only beneficial to them. But they'll sit back and complain about other people forcing their narratives on them that they don't agree with.
And it's like it's a double-edged sword. Like, you can't force your viewpoints on somebody else and then complain that somebody is forcing their viewpoints on you now. Mm-hmm. Like, you're basically doing the thing that you hate.
And the biggest problem I have with it is it takes away our human right to free will. You know, I feel like every person growing up, they have, you know, people's brains develop and they're raised a certain way, you know, by their parents and their upbringing. But when they become an adult, or when they're old enough to be able to make these decisions for themselves, they should have the right to choose whatever it is that they want to accept, what they won't accept, and what they're comfortable and what they're not comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Other people who like try to force like, hey, this is what you need to be doing, or this is what you need to accept, and this is what you shouldn't accept. That's almost like stripping away somebody's will, because what if somebody doesn't want to, you know, what if somebody doesn't want to accept that, what if they wasn't raised to accept that certain way?
Right.
Another way of looking at it, even though this is like almost like a back step, you know what I'm saying? But like people, like certain people are raised to be like racist, you know. But trying to say, hey, racist man, cool. They will turn around, you know what I'm saying? They will turn around and be like, oh no, well, you know, I guess we should, you know, you guys been pushing that narrative on us, you know, Black Lives Matter. They don't do that. So why is it like that? I know it's a fucked up comparison, but you know, why is it that certain narratives are pushed and you're just forced to accept this for as they are? I feel like everybody should have the right to choose what it is they want. Now, well, I'm not saying like you should be an asshole to other people. That's not the fucking point. What the point is are you a good person? That's what people should really fucking care about, is if you're a decent human being. Not about what your preferences are or what you said, what you don't accept. Those are just like qualities of yourself, but are you a decent human being with those qualities?
And I agree, like, it is about, like, are you just a good person at the end of the day? About, like, what you're trying to, basically, exactly what you said. Like, what you want to accept, what you don't want to accept. Like, do you want to accept being a good human being, or do you want to accept just being an asshole for the rest of your life?
I basically worded it as, hey, I like this, or I want to fuck penguins. Accept me because I don't want to fuck penguins. Type shit, you know. And there's another issue with that, is that it don't matter if you gay, straight, trans, if you want to fuck penguins, if you want to fuck dogs, if you want to fuck cats. Not everybody's gonna fucking like you. That's just a matter of life.
And that's literally the man in the coffee.
It don't matter.
Just started.
It don't matter who you are in this game. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna have some reason to be angry at you. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna have some reason to not like you. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna have some reason to hate you. No matter what you are, no matter who you are, no matter what you do. You can't win over everybody. That's just how life is.
Facts. Cat Williams literally said it years ago. Like, people just love to hate. Some people, they ain't even got no fucking reason. They just love to fucking hate. So bring them happiness, fuck it. Do you. Mind your own business when you're doing it. As long as you ain't hurting nobody, honestly, I feel like it doesn't matter as much. But I feel like this, like, I feel like the LGBTQ, my bad, community is honestly too sensitive. Like, they get, like, a lot of them, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but the majority of the ones I've seen personally or interacted with, like, over online or something like that and shit like that, like, they too fucking sensitive. They get, and they feeling so fucking easy.
That's because they all operate online. Because online is a place of complete entitlement. Everybody fucking thinks their opinion means some shit. Like, if you go on Twitter, bro, if you're going on Twitter right now, if there's so many people who, like, just on random posts, you go to any post that goes to the comments, there's just comments that just see the most ignorant dumb shit. They don't have a few hundred likes and retweets and people agreeing with this. And I'll be like, this is a stupid ass fucking opinion. Like, this is a stupid ass opinion, but what you guys want? This is what you guys want to get likes for.
Yeah. I called somebody out about that earlier on Twitter that was saying, "Oh, Snyder, he's like Obama. He just set up for everything. Like he did good. Bitch, do you live here? Do you have family that lives here? Then shut the fuck up. You can't speak on this situation about not having clean water to fucking bathe in until you've been in this situation. Like shit like that pisses me off when I see it."
Yeah, I do want to say this first. I understand. Yeah, that's kind of discrediting. I would never understand the struggle because I don't live it. But I do want to say this, and I mean this as nicely as possible. But most of the fucking time, I want y'all to shut the fuck up. You know, I'm talking about that community because just talking about that community.
Time out. Exactly, like time out. Bitch, you can't flip up like that. You can't go light skin, dark skin like that.
I mean as nicely as possible, but shut up.
And I say it.
Potentially the next title.
That's the 8% I'm talking about, bro. They just don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. I say that for the sheer fact of the sheer fact that they basically try to throw their struggle in your face.
Mm-hmm.
If you struggle and you mention that you struggle, you're going to have people that fight for you. You're going to have that. You're fighting. At first you were fighting a battle that was it had reason to be fought, but now with the pronoun shit, it's like, is that a battle worth fighting?
Oh, thank God.
Is it really? Because the way I view it is not. Yeah, I am a cisgender male. I didn't have to say I'm a cisgender male.
Yeah. that brings up something that I'm gonna mention next.
Go ahead.
Like,
oh, my bad.
No, I'm not done.
I like where this is going.
I'm not going to bring up the fact that, oh, I have gay cousins too. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to you.
It's like when white people bring up I have black friends.
Yeah, like why should it matter? The whole point is, if you want to be seen as equal, your gender shouldn't matter. Your sexuality shouldn't matter, because it should be common. And I get it. Your fight is not common, but you cannot tell me if I approach a person that I think is a woman and like their history says that they're a dude, that I don't have a right to refuse because of the comments and be considered transphobic or homophobic. I don't want that. That's just what I don't want. It's on my preference. It doesn't matter what you think. And I'm saying all this shit because it may not matter what I think to them, but this is just the natural point of view. I'm saying it because I feel like saying it.
Yeah, that says a lot.
And I get it. You have pride in what you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfectly fine. I'm not trying to attack that. But the fact is, if you have to use that as every statement, or to try to make these things special, no. Like, don't try to compare it to black people in America, because it's not the same thing.
No, I hate when people do that shit. Ain't nobody trying to fucking kill you because you fucking gay.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's never that deep.
It happened long ago.
Yeah, that was
good.
Like, it happened long ago, but it's not prevalent to the, like, it's not prevalent and it's not repeating itself to the extreme of
till this day.
Yeah.
Like, and no one created a system for it quick.
Like, shit like that got nipped in the butt pretty quick. The shit we're going through still happening.
Yeah. Like, y'all are free to come out and be whatever the hell y'all want, but just don't push it in everybody's fucking face. Like, hey, we got what we wanted. That's literally what the fuck it sound like. While y'all still sitting there struggling.
I wish the police would try some shit like that in this day and age. The entire police station would get canceled and shut down
immediately.
Like, the whole internet would be on that station's neck.
No problem.
It'd be trending until they shut down.
Yeah.
But where are we? Because we still peacefully protesting. I don't see that shit nowhere on the internet.
Nope. The next topic is honestly just something simple. Do y'all feel that trans people should be sharing the same restrooms, or do y'all just feel like a whole new restroom should be created? Like for people, yeah. Like, people just don't feel comfortable. Like, okay, if I'm a nigga and someone who just had that change comes in but was a female come in there with titties, like, wait a minute, am I in the wrong bathroom?
I feel like, I don't know, that's something that could be debatable. I mean, first of all, most businesses ain't going to make a whole nother bathroom for motherfuckers. They're just gonna be like, hey, you identify more feminine or masculine, whichever one, pick your bathroom.
That's true. But still, I just don't want to have that one awkward moment when I have to, like when I'm in the bathroom and somebody in full-on drag or something like that walks in the bathroom. It's like, I gotta question myself, like, did I fuck up? Because that's one of my fears. Like, oh shit, did I just walk into the wrong fucking bathroom? Like, don't tell me I'm just in here like, this ain't how I gotta go. I'm black. I'm about to go to jail. Come on, dog. That's just me. Like, that's just one of my fears.
Well, what I'll say is, in a perfect world, yeah. Realistically, probably not. So I mean, I'm pretty sure it would be nice to have like a trans/unisex style bathroom everywhere you went, but realistically, I can't picture every business trying to accommodate to that, unless they like shoved it down their throat or some shit. God bless.
Thank you.
Walmart don't got a transsexual bathroom. Walmart is canceled.
Oh god.
Don't buy anything from Walmart.
I see it. I hear it. I just read it on Twitter.
We're shutting down every super center across America.
Man.
Put us some unisex bathroom.
Yeah, you're right.
I can't picture it unless it's like a whole fucking thing about it. And at that, if there's really a fucking cancel culture to that point, they're just trying to cancel whole business over a bathroom. I don't know what to say. We as human species are so lost, bro.
Alright. We'll talk about the human race another day. Cause y'all niggas of the human race, y'all niggas, everybody, it just pisses me off. Like, how stupid are we? Like, just because we, like, I don't even know. We repeat the same stupid shit every couple years. Like, why?
Every century.
Every century, every decade almost. Like, goddamn. Like, especially this new generation. What the fuck is wrong with y'all little ass niggas?
I just feel like I just feel like we a bunch of drones, or at least
nigga, we defective.
Be a bunch of drones.
We defective if we drones, cause this ain't it, chief.
Well, I don't see nobody talking about, you know, like having, like, needing a whole different bathroom. So using the bathroom.
Yeah, honestly, you only see basically people who are, you know, like straight or whatever, being uncomfortable, I guess. So, I mean, so we can go ahead and go on to the next one. And the next one, we kind of touched on it earlier, which is the select few who get upset over pronouns. Over the them, the they, the he, the she, the penguin, the fucking giraffe shit.
And this is just me admitting it, I sometimes mess up on pronouns, but I try to give people the proper pronouns that they want to be called. Because, I don't know, I try to not upset. I don't want them to be upset.
Yeah.
See, okay, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that because most of the people who get angry with you over it are generally people you've never met before.
Yeah. Or will never meet.
Like, it'll be people that you've never met before. Like say you're randomly in a store and there's somebody who has all the features of a woman, but if they don't identify as a woman, you call her a she. It's a fucking problem. And it's never civil. It's not. Oh, I don't identify as that. I identify as a man. Did you just assume my gender? Don't fucking call me a female. I'm not a fucking female. You know, like, it's always some over dramatic bullshit. You know, and it makes you want to smack the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, bro,
you're not wrong.
Never that deep. Calm your goofy ass down. Never that fucking deep.
Like, bitch, if you out here with ass and titties just showing them out, but you got a fucking penis in your pants, I'm gonna assume you're probably a female when I first see you. Like, oh, excuse me, miss. Not, oh, what's up, my nigga? Like, no, I don't know what the fuck is in your fucking pants. So how the fuck am I supposed to know that shit? Like, how can you be upset that I don't know? If you're out here basically trapping motherfuckers with, oh, I'm this, but I have this. Like, bitch, the fuck?
Like basically, to give a good example, that's like me walking around with a police uniform on, and somebody gets robbed, and they go up to me, the officer, they just robbed them. You just assume I was an officer?
Story time. Quick little story time. That actually happened to me. When I was working security, right, at my old job at Buick City. I went to the store like while I was at Buick City and shit like that. I just said, fuck it, I needed something to drink. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. The nigga had the munchies, so I ain't gonna lie. I pulled up to the store in my bright green security hoodie. In 5 minutes of me being into this store, 2 bitches started fighting. And two niggas walk in and immediately look at me like, bitch,
You gonna stop?
yeah, like, you gonna stop this? I looked at him and said, I don't work here. And he looked at me and said, why you got on the security hoodie? Like, bitch, because I don't work here. I have a job. I don't work here. This ain't my jurisdiction, so I'm gonna grab my chips and head out. Have a nice night. And dude, like, kind of got upset about it. Like, dog, I just told you, have a nice night. This is not my job. I'm not supposed to stop this. I'm going back to it. I'm not even supposed to fucking be here. But fuck that. I was a supervisor. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Suck my dick.
It's the same. It's the same cloth, bro. It's the same cloth.
Exact same. Like, people who assume just make themselves look stupid.
And it's like I said, I try my best to do it right. And, you know, my eyes can only see so much.
Yeah.
If you look like a female, I'm going to presume you're a female and address you as such. I mean, you can correct me.
Sure.
If that's what you so choose to do, but don't be a fucking asshole about it.
Yeah, don't be like, oh no, don't be like, oh no, I'm this and that. Like, just say, like, I'm actually a female, or I went through a change, or you're whatever.
And I swear, it's always the people you first meet, bro. Like, it's always somebody you meet randomly.
Oh,
You've never met them before. They were fat. They
never fit over something that they probably or like because somebody else they have issues with. Like, oh, I don't know this person. Let me take out my frustrations on them. Bitch, fuck you and your frustrations. How about that?
Because if you're actually friends with that person, it's fucking different.
Yeah.
Because you already know. You already know what the fuck they identify as, so it's never a problem.
Yeah, like you already know, like, oh, this person did this and that, so now he is now a she, or she is now a he. Not like, oh, I just met this person out in the blue at Walmart. Like, hey, how you doing, sir? I'm a female. Like, oh, my bad, dog. Have a good one, because I ain't about to argue with your ass.
And that's probably the main problem. Cause like, how often do you approach a woman that asks, "Are you a woman?"
Exactly.
Or
never.
Like, you never do it, and it's like So now we have to recondition ourselves for something that started within the last 60 years. I just find like this shit kind of crazy to me, considering like really transsexuality is similar to cross-dressing in a sense, and knowing where cross-dressing originated, it's like, damn, that's crazy. Because it originated, I could be fact checked for this, around like hundreds of years ago, but it started during the Ottoman slave trade, where white people were enslaved by Persians. They forced little boys to dress up as women and often raped and molested them.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So watching how all this comes about now is like, damn. And y'all arguing over pronouns? like, We're arguing over the English language. We're really. And then another thing with cross-dressing was another place that often used cross-dressing was Europe in the 1600s when they did plays. They didn't want to hire women, so because of discrimination, and men would often dress up as women. So it's like you're really fighting over pronouns. like it goes back to that. You're fighting over pronouns.
I guess that's it for number 3. And we just covered number 4 as well.
What was number 4?
Number 4 is how do you feel about they, them, she, him, or her labels?
Yeah.
So
I told you 3 and 4 correlate.
Yeah. And now the last thing that's on the list is what do you think makes you homophobic or transphobic?
What makes me homophobic and transphobic?
No, not what makes you homophobic. What do you think makes a person like? What do you think like what? I guess qualifies a person to be homophobic or transphobic. It's the better question.
Well,
Being against it.
Well, first we gotta break down what phobia means. Phobia, by definition, is an extreme fear of or opposition to something. So, I don't really know if that's an accurate way to describe, like, prejudice against a certain group of people. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think of a way to rephrase the question, then.
No, I mean, that's what people
No,
call
it.
That's what people call it. So,
Yeah, he's not attacking like the way you phrase the question. He's attacking the English language again. for people trying to use the English language. Literally, damn. Literally, this whole entire argument is really about the English language.
Yeah.
Like,
making a pretty damn good point here.
it's really about the English.
Yeah, you know what? We might as well just throw the whole. Yeah. Just throw the whole book out.
Nah, I would laugh if someone tried to do that. Because literally, in order to cancel a whole entire language, you have to not speak that language.
Touche.
Good luck.
So it's like good luck. Dictionary, you're canceled. But I used the word dictionary.
Yeah. So what you gonna
and
use?
I used
then?
the word cancel.
Yeah.
Name of the next podcast.
Dictionary.
But I would say it would probably be like being against the act itself, or no, not even just the act itself. The people who do the acts and discriminating against them for doing those acts would be it. So it'd be like, oh, you're gay? Well, I won't allow you into the store because of that.
That's bad.
Yeah. Or if someone doesn't fuck with you because you're gay, you were never meant to be fucking with them in the first place.
Like they ain't fuck with you from the start.
Yeah. Yeah. That's arguing over a person's view of you is like, yeah, it's 50. It's just if they have a system built up against you, that's what you can And you can argue the system partially. There are some laws against gay people, considering in some states they can fire you just for being gay.
Didn't know that.
I think we're one of some states.
I mean, K is one of those jobs. K can fire you just because.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are one of those states. So, yeah.
They don't know about you.
What about race?
Race?
What do you mean?
I don't know about the laws by race.
Oh,
by
can you
state,
get fired
I
by because of race? I don't
think so, though.
I don't think that's the thing anywhere. I would hope not. I feel like it's in Alabama, but I would hope not.
Well, that's Mississippi.
No. That's not Mississippi. We don't get fired for our race.
Look, my neighbor.
Mississippi.
Mississippi led the charge in hangings. I don't want to hear it.
Which part of Mississippi? Because I'm like, I'm specifically talking about Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama led the charge in lynchings. I think that's just where phobia would be, like completely discriminating towards a person for their actions, even though it's not harmful to you.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like people inside of the community will say, like, "Oh, you don't accept me. You must be homophobic or transphobic." No, I'm just not, or not accept me. Like you aren't comfortable with me, so you don't accept me. So you're homophobic and transphobic. Like, no, I just don't fully understand or comprehend.
That's just not what you like.
Yeah.
That should be another thing. You should be allowed to like whatever it is that you like.
Like, yeah, just because you decide, like, oh, I'm a trans woman. Okay, I don't like trans women. I like natural born women.
The politically correct term is called female.
Like, could you imagine, bro? Could you imagine if niggas just flipped the fucking script and just said, "Oh, LGBT ain't straight. They heterophobic."
Huh.
Could you imagine?
I feel like that'll be a war in about 2 or 3 years on Twitter.
Probably.
You just put the idea out there.
Right here.
Yeah.
You know y'all heard it first right here. If it happens, look back on the screen and I'm gonna just be like, I told y'all niggas.
Yeah.
For people who are trans, please don't make that or try to make that decision before you're a full-grown adult. I want to say that because, like, you hear, like, kids nowadays be like, you hear a boy nowadays be like, I feel like I'm a woman. It's like,
you feel like you're a what? You're not even a boy.
Yeah, like,
you're not even a man yet. Like, how can you feel like you're a woman? You're still growing. Like, I ain't even experienced life. Y'all still fresh out the womb.
Because parents, you can be supportive, but just try to convince your child to wait until they're older, to wait until they have clarity.
Yeah.
Because
like, make sure they're sure.
Not even convinced. Not even convinced. Just fucking fuck no. You know I'm gonna do that shit on my watch and I get.
True.
When you grown, yeah, then fine. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but
until then,
you living under my roof as my kid. I'm not gonna allow you to just do that out the blue.
Like, yeah, like I'll accept you for who you are, but like that's about the best you can ask.
Later down the line, if you still feel that way down the line, woo.
You're an adult. You make those kind of decisions.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's what I'm doing. When you're an adult, you can do whatever.
Till then, like,
kids don't got the decision making skills.
Yep.
Until the brains are fully developed. When you are grown.
That made me think of the Smash community kind of.
Oh, Jesus, fuck that.
Oh my god.
You're right. That's another.
That's a whole different topic, bro.
I'm tired of they shit. I'm tired of these pedophiles. I'm tired of all of it, but yeah. Another day.
Talk about that, bro.
Another day, dog.
There's so much shit that happened on Twitter, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they just don't have those decisions to make things for the rest of your life. Considering marriage only lasts like 5 years nowadays.
Sheesh, but you're not wrong.
And three of those years are the divorce period. It's like trying to decide something for the rest of your life. It's not going to work.
You know why I'm laughing.
I know why you're laughing. That's just the case of the point that I want to bring up. You don't know if you're gonna make those mistakes that you want to take back. So just think about it a little bit longer.
Right, just like my father and mother.
Like, I'm trying to think of this post I saw a while back. It was starting like, it was when somebody was doing like, you know, those 10-year pictures, like people 10 years ago and then 10 years now. It was like, 10 years ago today, I was a homosexual male, and now 10 years later, I'm a straight, no, not a straight, a homosexual female.
Huh?
Exactly. It was some shit like that. Or not a transsexual female. Something like that. Like, basically went from you no longer like just men, you like women now. So, like, you don't know you don't know if you're ever going to change your mind. Like, making a decision to get a complete change like that is a big decision in your life. It's not something that you be like, alright, cut them off. They gone. Once they gone, dog. You ain't getting them bitches back.
And even if you get them back, it doesn't work the same.
Ever.
So it's like,
Yeah, no.
that. Yeah. I'm not about to lose my best friend over an ideal.
Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that.
Dickhead.
No problem.
I really appreciate that,
Yeah.
Bill.
But I was talking about the one closest to me.
Right.
The one that knows everything about me. You don't know that. That's been there.
Been there since the
That's
beginning.
been there since I came out the womb.
Since day one, dog. The real day one.
That's messed up.
Who didn't get mistaken for an umbilical cord.
The fact that I see it when the doctor go like, oops. Like, oops. You have a new baby girl. Like, wait, I thought you said it was a boy. No, I made a mistake.
Yeah. Like, if parents should just basically wait before they help your child make those decisions, though, to get the challenge.
That's basically the key, and that's not a parent being like having any type of phobia. That's just good parenting. You're allowing your kid to be a fucking kid.
Yeah, not making life
That's the other
wrong
thing I
decisions
like to do.
at the age of 12 or 16.
Parents don't do enough of that shit, bro. They be letting kids
Nah, we in the
do
fucking
whatever
generation
they want
that
by the
poppin'.
time they hit fucking 8.
We are in a
You know how
generation
when I was
of
6,
trash.
this kid going 86 and up talking about getting some cat and shit.
Pisses me off.
All I was thinking about when I was 6 years old was my fucking Optimus Prime toy playing some Dragon Ball Budokai 2.
That's all.
No problem.
That's all I cared about. There's nothing else in the world that meant more to me than that.
Before we get off topic, is there anything else that y'all would like to add, or another question that y'all would like to ask about, like, within the LGBTQ community? What the fuck does the Q stand for?
For you.
Queer.
Okay.
Queer.
Okay. That word never popped in my mind. Like, what the fuck does Q stand for? Like,
They added an A to it, by the way.
LGBTQA?
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna stick with shut the fuck up. How about that? We're gonna stick with that one because they are on bullshit. The fuck
My
is
fear is they're going to add. My fear is they're going to add the P.
what's P? Pansexual?
Pedophilia.
I wish they would.
Because they were trying to make that argument last year.
I saw that. Like you can, that is. They was trying to say like, oh, this is a fetish. No, the fuck is not, bitch. You're a pedophile.
Whoa.
Liking children is not a fetish. Liking children, there's something fucking wrong with you.
No, it's a fetish. It's just terrible.
I mean, I don't know.
Horrific.
Like it's definitely horrible. But I just can't see that being a fetish.
You know, as much as
R. Kelly, never mind.
Say that it's not a fetish, there's enough people who qualify for fetish.
R. Kelly is one of those people.
The dark web, like, I would not recommend going there. I just look up fucking stories about it.
Same.
But you go to the dark web. You go to the dark web, you'll have a VPN and guarantee somebody has your address. But you were to go to the dark web, like there's like 80%. I don't want to say 80%. Maybe like 40% is like just money to fucking pedophiles. The other 60% is people that's doing like human experiment bullshit.
Or murders.
Yes, R. Kelly.
Yeah.
He is a pedophile.
And they're live streaming them to millions of people who are fucking cheering this shit on.
But honestly, I believe that this topic is basically about about done for the day. Only thing we didn't like fully cover, well, we did cover, but we just decided that it's just debatable, is the trans people sharing the specific restrooms, because it honestly is. We covered all 5 topics, and honestly, I feel like everybody's giving a good opinion, like, unless it's something else that somebody else wants to add real quick, before I do end the stream at halftime.
End the stream at halftime.
It's a little bit past half, I just looked at it. You gonna take that as everybody good?
Oh yeah.
Yep.